Yo. The first round of the bracket stage has finally wrapped up.
Although no players are asked to step out.
However, the test finally comes as the next stage arrives.
Who will remain and who will stay strong to the test of time?
Welcome to the Philippines, or rather the OSU Philippines Mania Nationals 4K, 7K 2022 Quarterfinals Mappool Showcase, and also the bracket reveal. I'm
Oh
Silas
my.
Chaos, and joining me is Arcad, Sergio85, and Paul Kappa. Dang it!
Did you say,
Hello. Hello.
did you just
Ang
say welcome
ganda-ganda
to the
na sana.
Philippines?
Ang ganda-ganda na sana tapos nabulunan bigla tong isa.
Bayan. Direk.
Halatang ano eh!
Direk. Cut.
Halatang last minute!
Welcome to
Also,
France.
nag-echo daw yung audio natin for some reason.
Oh,
Tama ba? No?
Oo. Echo.
Nag-echo
echo.
ba?
Ulitin natin.
Wag na, okay na to.
Tigil
Kasi
man. Tigil.
meron pa tayong
Oh my
ano.
God.
Kung ulitin natin to, ulitin rin natin lahat ng Mapple Showcase. Joke
Yeah,
lang.
Okay.
mag-stream rin ako, syempre.
So,
Oh my
so
God.
anyways, so as usual, I'd like to ask lang how was the matches in general? To me, the matches, especially that tiebreaker between Silicosis and Nathan Omania, that one was amazing.
I think so too. It was honestly a really crazy match. It was really hype and everything was unexpected. And for 7K, I think there are some really hype matches as well. Not
And-
hoping for not.
Yeah.
We had one in Windrush against Bueno. Essentially, the first 8 charts of the match, nobody wanted to win their own pick.
So
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
a breakpoint situation.
Yeah, it was basically that.
And it
Also-
was
And of
an
course, it was the
unexpected.
tiebreaker.
That tiebreaker round is really unexpected. For 70 specific.
Mhm.
Well, it's better to have tiebreakers than not. So that's a great thing.
Tiebreaker is the essence of all tournaments, of course.
Well, I mean, I guess that's it for
Parang,
Malthus.
parang may plan sabihin ni Inter Copy Pasta, no?
I mean that we used to do that, but like not anymore. So we are not doing that. I would
down
like
the
to ask
drain.
though. So as usual, don't we start with like 7K first, so we can have the viewers to stay?
Yes, we need the viewer attention.
Let's go.
Okay, well, Surf and Paul Kappa, you can take it away.
Okay.
So here's the
On the first night.
oh my god, Paul.
Um,
Okay, so we have Rice 6. Instead of starting the showcase with Rice 1, we are going for Rice 6. We have Red by Full Metal Jacket. This is a chart by IIDX Dulce. 2DX Dulce. Not really a familiar chart to me personally, but based on how this chart plays, this is like super quality. I mean, this is more of a mixed rice pick. You did see some LNs. You
There's
see some LNs in the intro, but it's not much, to be fair. Plus, again, as with the rice category on the 7K pool, the difficulty is on the rice section pretty much.
And yeah, as you can see, there are like combinations of patterns on a single section. There's like doing mini jacks while doing port streams. You're doing mini jacks while doing speed streams as well. And yeah, there's like dense port streams as well. It's a very very well rounded rice pick, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be one of the more popular rice picks in the entire pool. And yes, you are noticing something, that there is a sizable difficulty spike going into this round, coming from the round of 16. And basically the aim difficulty of this pool would be around just a tad bit harder than round of 16 on MWC 7K, which kind of isn't going to be happening, but we won't spoil why. Anyway, so you see here this chart is basically everything. Like it asks you so many questions about how you could pull off these patterns. But if you're able to pull off basically these heavy chords, those chord streams, those mini jack, those sweeping stairs, you're golden. Also, this part is super fun to play.
Yes, I agree. You see that player right there? It's my play. I got sniped by the scratch, but on 7K.
Scratch bot on 7K. I wonder who this guy is.
Yeah, I wonder as well. He's playing on Scroll Speed 24.
I'd
I
like to
wonder.
ask though. Imagine if the scratch was like you press all of the buttons in 7K instead of having one extra column.
Oh my god.
Agree.
No.
That's coming in.
Anyway, proceeding on the next map, we have another Queen map. Let's go. We have
We have the first VTuber map of the pool. But for this one, this is the VTuber mapper. So we have
Yes.
Xeon featuring Mayumi Morinaga, Sakura Yozora. Now here's the thing about this chart. This was actually used in an older PH tournament. I think it was dated around 2017 or 2018. And this did have SVs at the time, but this was updated to remove the SVs pretty recently from what I remember from what Paul told me.
Yeah.
So this is the first hybrid chart that we are going to be seeing in this Mappool showcase, which by the way, the map pools for both 4K and 7K are expanded by 2 charts. This does mean that all of the matches will be a first to 6 affair. So yes, longer matches this time in the quarterfinals. Anyways,
Or-
let's continue with this chart.
yeah, this is a very very well-rounded map. It has you're doing like rice chord streams together with Ellen chord streams in such way, and yeah, and
I'll be- Carry on, Kit.
and yeah, as you can see there, the Ellen patterning and as well as the rice are being mixed all together. So that's why this is placed into one of our hybrid pools. So yeah.
Now here's the thing, like this guy is transitioning from Tondemo Wonders on the round of 16. This is a bit lesser on the LN somewhat, and also a bit slower, but the density kind of makes up for it. It's going to be tricky for a lot of these players to keep up on these LN stairs where you kind of have to transition as well with the race. Gonna be tricky for a lot of the players, especially in the losers bracket. But if you're one of those better players in the losers bracket, this is going to be a pick that you might want to go for.
Yeah, I agree. This is like the very, very go-to map for all the players right there.
Yeah, you have to be careful. And if you're in the lower level, I think you might want to get your physicality up as well, given how much control you really need. And you're already seeing some of those somewhat of a full LN section, but it's not really that much of an LN really. And that's Sakura Yozora.
Wanna see it?
Now we'll have Rice 1. And this is
is
Exolord.
Yeah,
Speed test.
this is our based on the title is a speed map.
And yes,
And-
based on the name of the replay person, mapapatanong ka lang talaga kung ano to.
Because this map is straight up delay.
Yes, we are giving a taste of some delay charts in this pool. Also, here's the thing about this. The first part is slower, but you are given a bit more
It's a progressive
More-
BPM.
trickier patterns. And then as the chart goes on, yes, the BPM does go faster. You're given more comfortable patterns, yes, but the speed that the chart requires you to go on and stream is going to be demanding.
Yeah.
So this is very different from Teko Toshira Ferriero from the round of 16. A different kind of speed chart, really.
Oh yeah, there you go. We're going faster. Yeah, this is like a mini break for the main course of the map. And yeah, we're gonna be proceeding to the faster delay. And
This
players should be
part is
worried on
so
this
fun to
one.
play.
Yeah, this is so fun to play.
You have to be careful on also these alternating. You kind of have to play this somewhat like a symmetric stair, but you kind of have to control to make sure that you are not hitting way too early as well.
Yeah, this is the fastest part of the map. And yeah, and those snaps are so irregular. If I recall correctly, there are like 1517 snaps on that part.
Yes, there are. Have to be careful with this pick. Now up next is our first LN chart in the pool. And this
Call of
might be familiar
Tomorrow.
to some people.
Yeah. And this the second Myomergama map as well. Shoutouts. And this is more of a mixed LN map. Because it has because yeah, it has some releases, it has dense notes, and yeah.
Also, you kind of have to notice as well that there are some minor shield usages in this chart as well. So yes, we are introducing shield usages, some of these dunce LN stair patterns as well. Very fun to play in general, but not so fun if you're trying to get an axe score unless you're like one of those higher level players in the roster.
So yeah, we're on the... Is that the Is that part of coordination stuff, or...
That's basically coordination kind of,
Yeah.
but it's single-handed inverse. Also, unfortunately, this isn't the full version of the song. I think this is the same version as the one in the rank section, the rank 4K one, which kind of misses out on some of the fun stuff in this song, not gonna lie, but still a good one. Also, this ending gets considerably denser than the rest of the chart. You have to be careful to not misread, basically.
Take it there, and yeah.
And this ending here, you have to be somewhat careful because it's kind of treading that full LN line. Something like that. You have to be careful to read that and try not to miss, obviously.
Yeah, may the better noodle slurper wins on this map. And yeah, anyway, let's proceed to the other one. We have our Speedy Fortune pick. It's Fin Art Deer, and yeah.
Really, I'm not sure if this really counts as like a faster chord stream pick in general. It does kind of play into the mixed rise a bit, but the speed, yeah, I think it qualifies as a speed chord stream chart. You can proceed. I think we can proceed with the replay now, Paul. Okay, I think seems like we're having some difficulties in some technical difficulties on our end. We'll try to get that fixed in a bit. So yeah, I mean we're trying to explain first what the Finarch gear chart is. It is again the primary, the faster of the chord stream picks, but the chord stream difficulty here is not going to be the same as what we've seen in Solar Storm in the earlier pick. In the previous round. This plays into more of the mixed rise but it's generally faster. It's generally faster as well. You kind of need to get on the control, and these stairs are going to be punishing you if you're not able to keep up.
And yeah, shoutouts to Amiya from Arknights, by the way. Amiya don't.
Wait, who is that? Is that the character in the background?
Yeah. Amiya don't rise up. Anyway, let's go back to the map. We're going to the more speedy chord stream section, which is the main course of the map, and it's like these stairs are like going left and right.
Yeah, you kind of have to work on your reverting stairs, and those are some scaling stairs as well. If you had troubles playing Ukiyo and Nigiita, you might have to be careful with playing this pick. Because it does kind of transition from there, albeit super faster and a bit more on the chord stream bias. This is a different kind of chord stream, and yeah, double stairs. Double stairs snap at 1/6 of this BPM.
These stairs are really fast because compared to Solar Storm, we skip from 200 BPM up to 225 BPM, and I think that's a huge jump.
And it is a relatively huge jump, but but it's not as dense as what you would expect from Solar Storm. It's just that you are super reliant on these bursty stairs, on those bursts on those stairs. Like, it's not generally easy to play at all, you would think. And yeah, the ending does kind of tread on that 1617 stair as well. And that is Findart Deer, our second rice pick, or third one, if I'm not losing track of the showcase.
Anyway, for the next one, we have some
Koichikong.
Ellen map. It's Koichikong by Emperor. This is more of a coordination one.
Also,
And-
we're not going to mention the replay name. Because-
let's just
yeah.
pretend we don't see that.
Yeah, well, like,
Oh,
well, this and release maps are similar in a way, but like, what makes these two maps different?
Okay, so the thing about releases and coordination, this is the coordination type chart. This is where you kind of have to rely on your finger independence. Release charts rely on your release timings. So essentially, if you're like that one player, you would think that both of these are the same. Technically, yes, it is true, but you would actually notice that coordination charts are those that are generally harder to combo.
So,
And you
like,
know, yeah,
So
and then you would
something
remember
where-
how combo is kind of important in the early game.
oh, definitely. And would something like Avril fall under coordination?
Yeah, Avril is it is the quintessential coordination chart. The loved Avril one, yes.
But Avril is way harder than this.
Yeah, it's less dense, but way harder than this. Also, it's basic. This is kind of your but other than the coordination parts, this is kind of straightforward as well. But those who wanted to avoid playing Shugeki during the round of 16, you might actually want to prefer playing this as well, because the patterning here is a bit denser than Shugeki pretty much. But you'll have to be careful because this is, oh man, this is deceivingly hard. Because at least for Shugeki, you can rely on how slow it is, on how less dense it is. Here, you kind of have to work out on your finger independence and try not to miss out on your combo. Obviously, trying to keep act as well.
Yep, Act is very essential here. And not to mention, but it does seem like finger independence is much, much more important for something like coordination pick rather than a release pick. But I would say it's very important on both.
I mean, you'll kind of see what the difference is going to be between this one and the other, and the release chart in this pool, which we'll be seeing much later in the showcase. I mean, you would notice that the release pick will have generally easier patterning overall. This is just like super tricky releases, super tricky note placement, super tricky releases. I mean, did I say releases twice?
See, everything is
Yeah.
super tricky. You just said super tricky like a lot of times. So let's just say this whole thing is super tricky.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's the essence of coordination maps, anyway. And moving on, we have
The second VTuber pick in the pool, and also the first custom chart we are going to be seeing in this pool. We have Minato Aqua, Aqua Palette, J-Core Remix, a chart by Maple Syrup, played by our resident Hydro Homie and Tozer.
Hydro Homie, rise up.
I'm not gonna lie, these nicknames are really getting to me already. Like, please stop.
It doesn't stop here, Emily. It just doesn't stop here.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But
for those,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, I just want to say something. For those players that are giving feedback on the Mappool, I just want to say that we're listening.
Yes, we are listening. We have ears, and they're functioning well.
Don't worry. And yeah, this is one of the proof that we're listening.
But anyways, here we go with Aqua Palette. Well, the main list of the difficulty in this chart is basically the use of reverting stairs. You would notice the main gimmick of the chart, well, aside from the LN ladders, LN release timings, like what you're seeing, this is kind of a coordination pattern. And here we go, going to that reverting stair.
Stairs.
Actually, you would read this as a reverting stair.
Yeah, but
Like
we.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, but yeah, if you remove these elements, it's like a jump stream map.
It's essentially a 70 chord string chart disguised as an LN chart.
Yeah.
Also anchors. But yeah, you kind of have to be careful with those LN chord stream as well. Because we did mention that similar to Nibelungen from the round of 16, yes, you could play those long notes as just Rice, but given the accuracy requirement as well in this tournament, doing that is super suboptimal. You still need to act these charts.
See,
Also-
this part looks
And yeah.
deceivingly easy,
Yeah.
but it's like really hard.
Yeah, this is
Are
really
you-
hard to accurate to gain up at.
Arguably, this is the hardest part of the chart.
I wouldn't even say the act part. I think the combo part is also really difficult for this one. Like you have
And
to
we
be
go back.
and then we go back to this, right?
And the
Yeah,
reverting stairs here is so fun.
I think, yeah, in my opinion, this is like a kind of a similar patterning from my qualifier map, which is the after burner.
After
There you go.
Butik mo na sabi yung code name.
Yeah, it's almost. So yeah,
Bro.
even with those stairs, yeah, it's. I feel like they share the same vibe as my map.
Typo IRL, guys. But yeah, reverting stairs again. Like, you just try to not mind block this, given how similar the patterning is here from section to section. And yes, that is something you kind of have to keep track of in this chart. Because yes, I did mind block this chart. Sorry, Maple. Muntik yung kurusan naman 97, pero na mind block ko na yung intro.
Now all 97, but I just gotta say, it's really interesting because I think I would say this is one of the easier to combo LN charts, but in terms of the accuracy, it could be a challenge, especially in terms of 200 counts. Also, I'd like to say that's going on the iceberg, but we can move on from that.
Anyway, moving on to the next map, we have a Search map.
We have release Blue Evenfall, arguably the worst chart in the pool. This
The
is our
hardest
hybrid
chart in
three.
the pool. Yeah, you're expecting Search map to be releases coordinations, but you're wrong. We have a hybrid Search map.
Yes, let's just say you kind of have to rely on your finger independence by a ton in this chart. Plus, you kind of have to rely on your reading skills as well. And yes, those grace notes are super intentional. There will be grace starts, yes. You will see. There's one. You'll see
There's
quite a
two.
few in the start. There's two. And
It's
this
really-
part, there's three, there's four.
Yeah, those grace notes
You
are
can
really
count
annoying to
them.
play. It's countless, okay? Don't never count it, sir. There are so many. Man, these grace notes are so annoying to play.
Yes,
Dude,
serve
you can-
to charting polyrhythms. And yeah, this part is super annoying to play as well. Those trills, albeit they're easy. Oh no, there aren't. They are not easy. And you kind of have to transition to heavy chords as well. And those are some ridiculous grace notes you kind of have to deal with as well.
Those 2-1-3 note transitions are so hard to accurate to gain accurate.
Have fun. I honestly don't want to play this in a tournament setting, not gonna lie.
Look
And
at my
take that. You have to take that word from me.
Look at that score, by the way. Look at my score in this one. So low.
And also, are definitely not a pianist replay person. Like, that is a very good score, but you kind of see the struggle. And this part is ridiculously harder to time as well.
Those crazy nuts.
Would this be considered a hybrid pick, if I may ask?
This is a hybrid pick. This
Yeah,
is
this
hybrid
the
3.
Teke. Yeah,
This is the one. This is the one that transitions from Varanga.
Oh, you mean like we're Yaranga?
Barangay.
Oh my god!
Stop it.
Stop it. Yes, this is what we call a technical hybrid. Yes, Varanga is also considered as a technical hybrid. But this is a different kind of a technical hybrid. This is more reliant on your rice ability a bit more. Those LNs are just going to make these things a bit harder on you as well. Have fun, guys. I think this is one of the candidates in the pool for a 100% ban.
Simon is one of the players said that this is fun. So I think the ban rate will be reduced. Let's see. On the match on Saturday. And
Now, moving on to the next pick.
Another
We
custom map.
We have the third V2 bird chart in the pool.
VT3.
Also, ang ganda ng replay name. Ang ganda ng replay name, oh my gosh.
V33. VT3. Bleh. Natangkay.
Oh, VT3 yeah. But yeah,
So
we have Nino Mai Inanis Violet, and this
Nana-
is the primary technical pick of the pool. And also one of the longer charts in the pool as well, from what I remember. Arguably the longest one, aside from the tiebreaker, which will be shown in a few charts away from now. So from the way Maple explained this is a dump chart essentially.
Yeah, this is the part. There are so many different. Yeah, Maple used so many kinds of snap divisors on this map. There are too many to mention, to be honest. Because I am the one who checked this map, and yeah, look at those. It's really hard to gain up with this unless your finger independence is really that good. Like, bro.
You're kind of thinking about like how how speed test plays right from earlier. This is a worse version of it, I think, in terms of like the amount of speed you kind of have, the amount of power you need to power through these patterns basically. Also, you're seeing some triple jacks transitioning into some stairs. Very delicious pattern here from Maple.
So yeah, and one more thing. Let's just imagine there is a stair pattern, and those stair pattern are in a snap of 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, 1/8, 1/9, and 1/10. That's how will you play that properly? Let's just say, how will you play that properly?
Na mag-isip ko paano, kung mamalit
Yeah.
ba or i-legit na yung kayo na bahala dyan.
Yeah, that's the stair that I was talking about. And those triple stairs that you're
Those
seeing,
rolls.
those
those
rolls are on the different snaps as well. Like Maple, what have you done?
So, shoutouts din pala kay Maple sir for sacrificing his ears for us. Sabi daw niya nagsawa na siya sa kantang ito dahil sa chart na to.
Yeah, Maple. As a tech appreciator, I love it. Appreciate
So yeah,
all tech nuts.
in terms of commentary, so guys in the commentary booth, dito tayo mapapareha sa Hitsujigo Monosora ni katulad last time. Diba?
True. Feeling ko ito na yung pinaka-ban. I think this is like the top ban candidate on this
I
round.
think it's still Blue Evenfall, not yun. I think it's Blue Evenfall that's going to be the top ban candidate. Unless, I guess if you're one of the lower level players, then kind of have to consider banning this, I guess. So that the opponent doesn't get a free point. Also, you remember those triple rolls from early? We're seeing them right now, but there's a column gap already.
Yeah. That's the proof that it's on a different level.
And that
Nice,
is
nice start, nice
Violet. So, shoutouts kay Entozer. Ang gaganda, like his replay name game is so on
Ninanaisin na
point.
mo. Nice. Inanis.
Nice.
What's the meaning of inanis? It's something so out of context. But anyway, let's forget that. Moving on the next map, we have IU
the
is screaming, and it's rain. This is a Korjak map made by Lenpai.
and obviously since it's a Lenpai Korjak chart, of course we have Idol.
Yeah.
We have Japanese underground. I think this is like when the underground idol groups are, as what with Lenpai usually goes with. Also, ang ganda uli ng replay name.
IU, UNI. Nice. And yeah. If you guys are aware, most Korjak maps are basing on percussions and stops. But this Korjak map is based on vocals, which is a really good go through.
Yeah, this focus is way differently compared to Ima Fumidase Natsu from the round of 16. And yes, a considerable difficulty jump as well. But I think,
This
mean,
from
since
93. It's from
Yeah.
93, right? 93 to I think this is like 104.5 BPM.
yeah, it's pretty much that.
Yeah, which is somewhat a huge jump when it comes to core jump.
Plus, it's a bit denser as well. Though considering some players in this roster, we might still be seeing a few 990k scores. But I doubt we'll be getting a 999k unless a certain person gets it.
Someone will grind this.
Really depends.
Fortunately.
It's within the realm of possibility pretty much, but this isn't as straightforward as Ima Fumidase Natsu.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, overall, this map is way more focused on the vocals rather on the percussions.
Also, we are seeing some long jacks as well. Have to be careful. And those are spacebar long jacks, by the way.
Look at that.
Also, similar. This is pretty much similar in to Ima Fumidase Natsu as well. So you kind of you do not want to afford to make any mistakes at all. I'm considering that this is a chord jack chart in general, so you don't really want to rush as well. And that is Rain. Also, fun fact, that S is actually a dollar sign, and whenever the draft OSZ is being uploaded here on Discord, that dollar sign is being removed. So kayo na bahala mag-spell out sa Twitch ko anong ibig sabihin ko dyan.
Yeah, it's become remove the
dollar sign.
remove the
Yan yung
dollar
makikita
and-
nyo pag nandito kayo sa Discord pag in-upload yung draft.
Yeah, remove the dollar and it will become a mongoose. Anyway, going to the next one. We
have the second
another
left card in the
idol.
pool. And this rounds out the hybrids in the pool. We have I don't know how to pronounce the group name, but we have Pirikarira. A super fun chart in general. And here we go.
I hope Lenpai is here so that we can have a guide.
Well, I still kind of remember this from playtesting this from some time ago. So this is again a kind of rice heavy hybrid, and you kind of have to be careful as well because there are some mini bracket sections if I'm remembering this chart very well. The LNs do follow a bit more on the vocals. You're kind of seeing it right now.
I think this is like one of the easiest hybrid picks that you may guys have in this round.
Oh yeah, I think this will be a favorite. I think this is one of the more favorite picks in this pool from the hybrid section.
Because yeah, it's really straightforward. Unless there's something else on the later stages of the song.
I mean, you're kind of seeing some.
Never mind. There are some mini jumps.
As well.
Yeah. So there are mini jumps with LNs.
It's not really as straightforward as what people might think, but this is arguably one of the easier hybrids in this pool.
Because there are, as far as I can see, there are almost no technical LN patterns on this one. It's just straightforward overlapping notes and some such. And yeah, I think this is like one of the fun charts that you may guys. Yeah, one of the fun charts in this Mappool. Oh my god. That roll, so it's kinda unexpected.
Also, now here's the most fun part, arguably.
Oh my god, yeah, I agree. Wow.
Like when the beat drops suddenly and then you're just being bombarded with super technical patterns in the middle of the genetic hybrid chart, by the way. And then we transition to the main motif of the chart, kind of like chord jacky LN transition, something like that. Yeah, this is super fun to play. Definitely a difficulty jump from Happiness Breeze at least.
I wish I could play this.
I mean, it is a difficulty jump.
How did I forget to play this? Wow. I'm a disappointment.
Mappool selector, by the way.
Yeah, Mappool, by the way.
Now, I mean,
As far as I've observed, all of the hybrid knots are somewhat long.
oh yeah, they're kind of like, I think Blue Evenfall is the shortest of the
Yeah,
the
and
hybrids.
oh, never mind. Sakura Yosora is also short.
Yeah, Sakura is very short. This
never
is the
mind.
longest one,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is the longest. Never mind.
Also, bakit ba crazy tech incident yung ano?
I don't
Yung
know.
pangalan ng replay?
Baka yung
Para-
replay, baka yung
I-
player is crazy.
I think I kind of an idea, pero I need to confirm the theory.
Yeah, I'm clueless as well. I apologize.
Might be a reference to something we worked on earlier in the year.
Maybe.
Maybe. Pero we cannot spoil what that is, unfortunately, on stream. Baka mapagalitan kami. Baka mapagalitan kami ni Underjoy. Hey, let's get on.
Next map, we have
Yeah,
a
the
Bang
last-
Shock map. If you know Bang Shock or Conti Jr., you know what it is. It's a chord stream map.
And
Hell
this
yeah.
is the last rice chart in the pool that we'll be showing. Okay, so here's the thing. We were considering 1.0 and 1.1. I kind of felt that 1.0 is too easy. I mean, actually not too easy, more like too slow. This one is a different kind of chord scheme compared to Unique at least. But the density and the amount of heavy chord usage is going to make up for it.
But going back to the gauging thing, it should be like 1.05 at first. But yeah, you know, after we saw the players, I mean, we're predicting some of the players will be reaching the quarterfinals. We're just like, nah, those players are gonna be so good at this. So let's just go to 1.1.
I honestly, if it wasn't for like trying to not go overboard, I think 1.15 might have also been an option. But it does get a bit dense in the end. And it is easy to combo though, at least. And here you go with some of the heavier chord usage. Kind of some mini bracket sections as well. And some chord jacks as well. You have to be super careful.
But yeah, disregarding the chord jacks, this is like a very, very major chord jack oriented map. And this is really
Also-
fun. Shout outs
Also,
to
something
Bangsa.
to note as well. Your stamina here needs to be impeccable because this is a continuous chord stream from start to finish. The density just changes, but it's continuous.
But this is like a 141 BPM map. Yeah.
And now for our final chart in the regular pick, and also the final LN chart in the pool. We have an edited Surfshow 85 chart.
Let's go!
Shoutouts to Maple Syrup. We have
Let's-
Dr. Flower Shirt's Canon O2, the O2 version plus. So this is the
Let's
full version of the
go!
O2 arrangement of Canon in D by Johann Pachelbel. Or Pachelbel, I forgot how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
This is such a throwback.
Yeah,
Yes!
shoutouts to those mga nakaabot
Nostalgia!
ng ano.
Auto
Nakaabot
Jump
ng
Gang,
Auto
rise
Jump.
up!
Yeah.
And the difficulty name, wow! It really fits everything. I have nothing to
Achilles
say.
Nightmare, but electronic. edit. I have to emphasize the edit. Yes, Maple Syrup did edit the currently uploaded chart of mine on this one. Well, you won't be able to notice it that much until you just see the difference in the editor. Like for example, a few of these long notes are extended. Some of the rice is converted to LN. At one point, there was an 8-bit pattern in this chart, but was changed to a regular rice because apparently it was too hard for the spool.
Why are you putting wildcard patterns on a release map on quarterfinals? Wait.
Also, continuing on the trend of Surf 85 charts in this pool, yes, there are polyrhythms in this chart. You are seeing those with that LN stare and those LN chords. Yes, polyrhythms are a thing in this pool.
Polyrhythm Mappool. Yeah, this song is so good. Bring back memories.
You know, wait, I just realized, if we had the original canon, the canon in piano song map in 7K, the username, or rather the nickname of the replayer would probably Not a Good Pianist again or something.
Pero hindi, SHD canon eh. Because technically, this is an SHD chart kung sa Auto-Jam ba to. Pero,
Yes.
I think, okay, this was the part where Maple kind of turned it into 8-bit pero ni-nerf uli niya. Because masyadong mahirap.
Naglagay ng wildcard pattern sa release. Why?
Eh, imagine mo, pasok ko dito, 97%. Paglabas ko sa section sa 8-bit, naging 94.
I just saw the chat, by the way. Surf 2 maps are just... Well, what do you have to say about that?
They're always been like that. Good luck.
Yep, good luck indeed.
Yeah, this is a good song. You guys must play this. Don't mind if it's hard.
This is going to be one of the more popular released.
Oh my god, what is this ending?
Yeah, this one again you have to rely on your polyrhythms.
Yeah, this is a polyrhythm release. Man, that was so surprising.
And now we are going to the tiebreaker chart, and I think Paul, it's your turn to introduce it.
Tiebreaker? What do you guys expect for our tiebreaker, by the way? Is it a banger like Camellia or something?
Periquitus.
Periquitus?
Okay.
I
think what I will expect is
Camellia plus Nanahira?
maybe Camellia plus Nanahira.
We're close to that. Anyway, let's just proceed. Yeah. Our tiebreaker for today is a cute song. We have a Yu Kufumo, and it's 3L Be Happy.
Wait a minute. This is the tiebreaker song?
Yes.
It's a collab tiebreaker map.
Why does this remind me of a
Okay,
certain
here we go.
song?
And
What is the
yeah,
background?
we have a storyboard as well. We're very prepared when making our Mappools.
Taasan mo naman yung back yung taasan mo naman yung babaan mo yung back.
There you go. There you go.
So we have Surf 85 Paul Kappa, Maple Syrup Fleek, Arcat, and Lenpai participating in this collab chart. And the storyboard is made by How to Play LN.
Shoutouts to How to Play LN as well. And yeah, we're proceeding to Search's part. This is like the basic release with some hybrids from Searchu.
So there's a story about this tiebreaker. In the round of 16, we were aiming to get the difficulty to pulls around Dan 4, Dan 5, both Rice and LNs. And then for some reason, we kind of thought, what if the tiebreaker jumps up a single Dan? So this chart is around Dan 7, Dan 8.
But yeah, this Sword series is a little bit, it's not that easier than we're expecting. And yeah,
This was definitely harder.
those transitions are so hard. I'm sorry, guys.
I must say, the background it's so cute. I want to buy one.
Now that's the Yukina Meng, by the way, for the
Yeah,
background.
this is my part. Yeah, the first chorus is, I think this is like a 6-Dan hybrid pattern.
Reminiscent of your stage 6 qualifier,
Yeah,
albeit slower.
I agree.
Also, some full LN thrown in there. Now we're about to enter the pinaka-demonyo part of this chart, I would think.
Yeah.
Maple and Lenpai's part in this chart is so hard to play.
I agree. Like, what did you do? What have you done, guys?
Okay, here comes Maple Serve's part. The course
There
here is
are long jacks.
less denser than Paul Kappa, but you're seeing, yeah, there are mini jacks, there are some long jack. Masarap.
Oh my god, what is this?
Oh my goodness, man. There we go. Going into some O2 Jam kind of O2 Jammy part of
Yeah.
the chart.
Yeah, this is like a budget 8-bit, I guess.
I mean, it isn't
And
too bad right now.
it's a density pattern. Then we're transitioning to the hardest rise part.
Yes, we are seeing full-on delays in this second chorus.
Delay chord
Have to be
strings, by the
careful.
way.
Have to be careful. You have to be super careful and to not mess up here. Pasalamat na lang tayo at yung nag-replay Overjoy.
Yeah,
But also he's kind of struggling as well playing the start.
yeah, that proves that this map is that section is really hard.
Now, a break section here, but it doesn't really feel like a break because you kind of don't want to turn off your brain here. Some reverse shields, obviously.
Yeah, with some releases as well. And this is my part. This is like an LN-oriented hybrid, but wait a minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is the main density part.
It's the main density. Never mind. And we're proceeding to the mix LN part. They're like, it's 1-6 rolls.
Yeah, we're just going relentless on this tiebreaker for you guys.
Yeah.
And now
Our special guest.
Special
We
guest
have Freak.
live from the Netherlands, and yes, he included 5-note chord jacks. Just to trip you up, guys.
Yeah.
Also, the standard LN motif again by me. And then it would transition to a certain kind of long note we call Percy check.
Yeah, it's a Percy check. So
You just have to figure out which LNs are those that we are calling Percy check.
Wait, the column 7.
Hindi lang column 7.
It's column
What?
1 as well.
It's so
Yeah.
long.
Percy check, guys.
Percy check, troll face. And yeah, someone in the chat guessing the SRA. He said it's 9-star. Let's see on when the packs are when the Mappool pack got released.
Why has it now there? I was like about to ask why has that
Pwede
not in
ka tumingin ka sa song select sandali. I-back mo lang
Can I?
para makita nila yung OD, HP at saka star rating.
Oh, sure.
Ayan, taas. So this is OD 7.2, HP 7 with star rating 7.27.
When
Dapat lang, dapat ginawa niya C7, OD 2.7, HD. Joke lang, mag-ganon.
Sige na, doon na.
Okay,
Let's go back
never
to
mind.
when
Wait. Ay, no, ay, ginagawa mo, streamer.
Oh, there we go. Now that the 7K pools are done, I think we are going to be showing the brackets, the state of the brackets on the 7K division first before we proceed with the 4K Mappool showcase.
So yeah, it's gonna be for a bit. Hello, Mr. Streamer. Mr. Streamer, are you there? And here we go.
There you go.
wait,
Oh, let's go to the lower bracket for a sec.
I think
Wait,
that's the wrong.
Mali.
What happened?
I think,
Hello?
Hello? Tama naman yun ah. 7K naman yun ah.
bro.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're experiencing some technical difficulties. As per
Okay,
moment.
we are experiencing some technical na difficulties.
Oh my God.
What happened there?
Parang tumatagal na naging blooper stream to, ano?
What is like as long as the longer it gets, mas maraming bloopers daw, sabi ni sir.
I must say this is a streamer issue. Just joking. I'm joking.
Sabi ni Kat as a joke daw, streamer issue sabi niya.
Wala, hindi naman skill issue ah.
Oo nga, sabi ni Kat na hindi daw skill issue yun.
Skull issue.
Yes, skill issue nga daw. Inuulit ko lang mga sinasabi nila.
I'm gonna cry. Anyways, while waiting, let's ask.
So, should we go with the what? Are we going to show the
let's go.
brackets?
Show na lang muna the... Okay na ba, Paul? Or proceed ba tayo sa 4K?
I
4K
think we're close.
You know what? Okay, we'll wait. We can wait.
So, Emily, try to entertain the audience.
I don't know how to entertain the audience, but like, I would like to ask, what's your favorite map? What's your favorite map in the pool?
Ano? Huh?
No, I did not say that. It's stream.
Can you repeat that again, please?
Can you repeat that again?
Yes, repeat that again. Yes.
Anyway.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go to the lower bracket for just a sec.
Okay.
Paul? Okay.
Wait, what happened?
So, at the lower bracket muna tayo kasi mamaya na yung upper bracket. Mamaya na yung upper bracket.
There's someone who's... What happened? Hello? Game? Wait, anyway.
Game? What?
Okay, I think something broke on your end. Pero sige na lang. We have Bueno and Siam and Z facing each other in the lower bracket. Then we have Archfangirl and Nathan and Mania. Si Nathan and Mania dapat na nasa blank dyan. But since Archfangirl withdrew from the tournament before the round of 16 happened, so Nathan and Mania will be getting a bye for this round and will be advancing to the quarterfinals for
It's
free.
Nathan and Mania, okay.
And then we have Keishi and the Meme Thief. And rounding out the bracket is Tenshi Gamer 69 facing against Nicolo. And now on the upper bracket where there are lots of spicy stuff. First up we have Korra and Windrush 123. Then second match is Berry and Lack Points. Very spicy. Then you have Bodji and Shadow Song 0916. And yet another spicy match, we have Arkwin and Sunny rounding out the upper bracket. And that is the state of the bracket for the 7K division. And now let's move on to the 4K Mappool showcase. Solo Scales and Arcat, you may take the floor.
Alright, so I gotta say though, with the first matches in the bracket stage, 4K, of course I've been following 4K more than 7K given the main mode that I am in. I do think the matches have been interesting and all of the players have performed really well. However, I'm wondering how well they would cope with the difficulty of the maps in the pool. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean this. Okay. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, the maps in the pool. I am curious if they'll be able to cope so well. Though so far, with their performance, I think they'll do fine.
Yeah. But I do think that us jumping the map pool from round of 16 to quarterfinals is just like decent. As I've said before, that we're going to jump the pool exponentially because we want this to be this mid game to be a really close match as much as possible. And we're expecting more hype matches, considering that our player base right now is one of the top seeds, but there are some upsets anyways. But yeah, shall we proceed to the showcase?
Yeah, I'm excited. Well, the first one is a hybrid, I believe, and that's by Rose.
Yep.
So let's go. I am really excited to see this. Oh, this map, I don't know if this is right, but I've seen this in a warm-up at some point. However, this is certainly a difficult one. I mean, I saw the amount of notes, so that already means that it's going to be a difficult one to keep consistency on.
As far as I know, I think Lordy picked this on a warm-up, I think. I forgot. Yeah, it was Lordy. But yeah, anyways, this is our hybrid 2. Yeah, this is our hybrid 2, our long note priority hybrid. Some details about the map is that this is OD. This is OD 7 HP 8, 180 BPM, and the SR doesn't matter, but it's 4.83. The jump of hybrids from round of 16 to quarterfinals is like a jump from MWC round of 16 and quarterfinals. So you can compare it as that. We will not have more coordination based hybrids, but we are focusing on more physical on the physical aspect of hybrids. And yeah, I think this is a good successor from Narashite, because Narashite is really physical at some point. And yeah, I think this is also really technical. There are some releases density parts. There are mini jack parts, streams, all of that zing zang.
Yeah, this is definitely a step up from something like Narashte. That map is, I mean, I would say that in a sense it's the same in terms of the consistency to hold the combo, because both maps are relatively long. But the challenge this one poses is definitely different, as the patterns here are much more it has a lot more variety in comparison to something like Narashte.
So this is a really long pick. Something compared like Narashte as well. Yeah, I have no words because this is really linear. This is really similar to Narashte. It's streamy, it's jacky, it's anchory, it has density, you know, that whatnot.
I agree. But again, the density in Narashte is not the same density that you see here.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for this map, but this antique is no slouch at all. You have to be very careful with that accuracy. You could still drop some 200s at a part if you're not careful.
Yep.
But luckily, that is done because this map is gonna be familiar for some players.
Yeah.
Open Your Eyes 1.1. I believe this was in MWC 2021,
Yep.
round of 16.
Is it the same rate? 1.1? I think not. It's 1.15, right?
I believe it was 1. Let me check. So this is Open Your Eyes by Joel. Okay, it's 1.1. It's 1.1. Oh, this is the same rate.
1.1. So it's
So, yeah.
the same. Oh my god, reuse! Oh my god! No. But yeah, this is your old-fashioned index streams. Do you call this index? It's
I'm not particularly sure actually, but you could. I mean, we could just say that it's speed. It has some rolls here and there,
yeah.
but I think it's kind of index in a way. It's just really fast.
Well, I call index streams like when it doesn't have a double on the chorus, like only singles. I don't know the term, but there's something there's a term about single note streams or something.
I mean, you could just call them streams. There are different types of stream, like this Running Man, where you have like an anchor in one column, and then you have multiple notes on like column 2, column 3, column 4, etc. But ayun. And the thing about this map is it's your typical Joel speed map. If you've played one Joel map, then you can kind of guess how other Joel maps feel. This is certainly one of them. And if you were like, I believe some 4DM players are still in the bracket stage, so something like Set the World on Fire is similar to this. Especially since that is also a Joel map.
Set the World on Fire was on finals. Is it finals?
I'm not sure. It was either semis or finals, but it was 0.95. It was either one of those. But yeah, this is definitely a step up from that. And I guess moving on, we'll be having another Rise, and that's a map ads, by the way.
True.
So we'll be having additional memory. I guess, judging by the the score, this is an accuracy oriented pick.
Yes, this is our stamina jack streams, jump stream pick. Basically, we want this to be on our wild card, but that was like moved to stamina instead, and we have a separate wild card because we thought that this was too core jacky for some reason. Like the intro, the main verses does have jacks, and the chorus only has like jump streams and bursts. So we just put it on stamina. Well, compared to Hydra, this is non-linear, and you have let's say you have more downtime uh, compared to Hydra because the introduction doesn't really strain you that much. But yeah, the main focus here is the continuous streams on the chorus, like right here, and it repeats 3 times.
Okay, well, yeah, that's definitely a really difficult. That's definitely one that's really difficult to make pick. But
Mhm.
this is definitely the easiest pick for someone that's really good at straightforward patterns, with the exception of that dump part, but it's only very small. It's only very
Yep.
short.
And as far as I know, this was the easiest pick of like the replayers. I mean, not pick, but this was the easiest map to do. If you know what I mean.
I guess you can
Like,
say it's like easy to score high on.
yeah. We although we want this pick on the QF to be 1.2, but I guess Marcinho said it was too hard. Yeah, so we downrated it to 1.1.
Let's see. Well, 1.1 is still going to be a challenge.
Yeah,
It, of course,
220.
of course, I'm expecting the players to score really high in this, but like that's exactly what makes it difficult. It's not like one of those maps that's easy to choke, in the sense that even if you get like let's say 985k, you still have a chance to win because
Yeah.
your opponent will most likely miss. But on the maps like this, misses are highly unlikely because of how straightforward it is. But you run out of stamina, that's when it goes down.
I honestly think that the length of this is just right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I agree. It's just right.
You'll experience no strain at all because it has jack parts as I've said earlier. But I think the main difficulty for this is to be consistent. You know, to not mind block and not choke on the actual match.
Yeah, mind blocks are very, very bad, especially
Uh,
on a map like that. And now you'll be having Shattered, and since Tante B is the mapper,
Mhm.
this has got to be SV.
Yes, this is our successor for the last year's SV, which was Serotonin. If you remember that map, Serotonin was used in round of 16 last year.
Oh yeah,
So
I think it kind of. I think I can recall it. Was it more of a reading or memorization? I
yeah,
kind of
that
forgot.
was the memorization with the mixed teleport and all. It was like the really slow jam SV. This is the same idea, but we put this on quarterfinals just because I think this is harder than Serotonin, and it's much more leaning towards LNSV, not compared to Serotonin that only has like flash teleports and all. This also needs consistency. You also need to learn how to release correctly. And this part, you are faking out the actual LN because it's not a continuous LN at all. You have to stop and you have to let go. Aray ko. Wait lang. Parang mali
It's
yun, ah.
alright.
Parang mali
Don't
yun.
worry. But at least now you got to let go. But right now, um, Am I seeing this? It looks like teleports and stutters.
Yeah, you're only seeing teleports and stutters. Nothing really crazy, because then again, our priority for this stage is what do you call this? At least everyone can learn, and I think to compensate with the linear vibe of this memorization pick is that we have a harder reading SV. So stay tuned for that. But yeah,
Uh,
that's basically it. Some LNs, some stutters, and some memory. That's
Well,
all.
as for the next one, it's gonna be familiar for some soft players. I personally play this. This is Ushina Hareru Runazuki,
Yep.
and this was a hybrid pick that was featured in the soft quarterfinals. And since that was in quarterfinals and soft, you gotta expect this in quarterfinals too, right? So here
Yep.
you go.
Um, Kushina is our rice hybrid. This is OD 8.3 HP8. This is probably the hardest pick and the most straining pick of all QF. So this is probably one of our ban picks, but then again, considering that our players, like the remaining players, are able to perform really well on hybrids, especially in Arashte, this is also a candidate for like most pick.
I see. This is actually one of the longer maps in the pool.
Yeah.
It's actually the longer hybrid by only a few seconds. If you thought desktop body was long, this one is a few seconds long,
Yeah.
longer than it ad. What makes this difficult is, well, this is a rice hybrid, so you gotta expect more rice testing here. But of course, bridging the gap between rice and LN is the purpose of hybrid. So there will still be some LN parts to throw you off. So you have to be careful.
This part, like the delayed LN with the schlongs, I mean not schlongs. Uh, what's the term again? Staccato LNs?
You just call it Sakako LNs.
Yep. This is really, really hard. Also, the reverse shields on this LN streams really poggers. This
Yep.
is one break section, and it goes on and on again.
Oh yeah, and also I did not practice how to say this, by the way. I just checked the chat. Anyways, so far this section is very chill, but of course after that part it's not chill anymore. We're gonna be a little bit faster by this part.
I wanna see the thrill. Let's go!
Alright, here we go. We're at the final part. Oh man, those mini jacks are brutal.
Yeah.
And those LNs after the mini jacks, that is really difficult to time. Imagine comboing that part.
I just want to say, I just want to share an experience. When I play tested that mini jack section scared me.
Well, mini jacks are scary.
I wasn't paying attention. Like then there's a burst of mini jacks. That was so funny.
Well, yeah, that is a really, really difficult map and a really good score for Marcinio. And that's Ushina Hareru Nazuki.
Also, I just want to say that this is not something like Agua y Puerta. So that's a breather for some of the coordination hybrid haters. I'm
Yep.
so sorry for picking Agua y Puerta. LOL!
Speaking of Agua y Puerta, shoutouts nga pala kay Steven doon sa Tagalog translation is Agua y Puerta.
Yeah.
Wait,
yun lang.
ano yung Tagalog na translation mo?
Alam mo ano?
Ano? Ay!
Tubig sa puwet.
Well, I guess that kinda makes sense. I don't know, but alright. Speaking of which, we should now go to the next pick, which is Traveler Stand Aloof. I believe this is Rice 5. So,
This is our Rice wild card.
Yep. Oh wait, no, Rise. Wait, Rise 5? Actually, not sure. Wait, no, it's Rise 5. Yeah, Rise 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a wild card, as you said. So
Mhm.
take it away, I guess.
For the wild card, I think you know what wild card means, right? This is a little bit of jump stream, a little bit of tech, a little bit of jacks. You know, your standard tricky rise thingy. And considering that we have a really tricky wild card last round, which is graffiti code, which that does have long jacks and all. This have mini jacks along with bursts and technical jumps. So that's a lot to take, but I guess the players can still 990 this for like I guess I assume that they can 990 this.
That's kind of what you're expecting. These are the players in quarterfinals, after all.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is really linear. It's not something shocking. Just there's a lot of choke points in this map. There's lots of mini jacks. There's lots of anchored streams. There is a sudden hand stream. There's a sudden what you call that, flams, like this part, and a long jack on the left. Yeah, this is one of our shortest pick as well. So if you want a free point, I guess you could pick this.
I mean, that's kind of what you expect on a wildcard pick. Wildcard picks are not really long.
Mhm.
So the next pick is definitely a really long one in contrast to this.
Yeah. So
And
we
go ahead, you go ahead.
so we have avoided to put core jacks on round of 16 and group stage. So now we are now introducing our first core jack map for QF, and of course the players should expect more core jack maps for the later stages. Also, Emily, go ahead.
You know, that intro reminds me of Super Anime Groove 3D World, because that map had some Ellens and Korjaks mixed together. So at the main Korjak section, it will not show up. I don't think there's that many Ellens. The main go ahead.
Yeah, the LNs only show up on the breaks. So yeah.
So yeah, right now what you're seeing is sort of like a metronome type of Korjak, where really one missed time on your quote-unquote metronome, you'll get a rush of 300. But this is full of, well, the trick here is you have to somewhat know how to time a triplet. This is a triplet Korjak, if I may call it that. Like, it's go 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's kind of how the map goes in terms of timing. Just focus on the map, because the moment you lose that focus, you will mess up. Any miss in a Korjak map is going to be very brutal, because usually it's not just one miss, it's more than that.
Yeah. Also, some details about the map is that this is 150 BPM. Oh wait, it's not. Is it 150? I think it's 167, but it's on 1/3 mainly. So 167 is it multiplied? I think 1/3 of 167 is 55. I think so. You are getting a 107 BPM core jacks, but it's really dense. You only get triples and quads. So
Yep.
yeah. Then again, we want. No, it's not 107. It's 117.
Alright, yeah,
117.
170.
Yeah. Yeah, this section reminds me of that one loved map. I think you know what I mean.
Is it Siberia or something, or is it a different life map?
It's different. It's the Nikosek one.
Oh, colorful. There we go.
Yeah, colorful. This section reminds me of colorful. It's so tricky.
mean, it's definitely gonna be tricky for a lot of these players, especially if they cannot hold on to that combo.
I see Whoopsie on the chat right now. You're celebrating the Korjak party right now. But yeah, that's our Korjak map for quarterfinals. Also 47. What the heck?
And for the next one, Pop Culture by Chu. Gotta
Mhm.
say, this map is really difficult.
I do uh say like s- some thoughts about this map is that it's a really weird Ellen release map.
And how is that weird? I may
because
ask.
because last year we have Lockton 90 comma is it comma, no, it's no, Lockton 902 or something, right, for
Yep.
quarterfinals release. And
Yeah, I remember that.
unlike that, this is more of a, I don't know how to describe it. It's more lyrical, or it's not focused on the actual finger control. It's focused on density. Release density. If you know, like inverse, semi-inverse and
I mean,
anchors.
what I would call release density is how do I say it?
Yeah. Well,
Release density kind of works for something like, let's say, Southern Waters. That's an example.
yeah, yeah.
Southern
It's
Waters
some.
is kind of release density. Voyage
Mm,
1970 is kind of release density as well.
mm. This is something similar like to those maps, just slower.
Well, definitely. I think what makes this map really hard as well is its length.
Yeah. Also, I describe this as release density because unlike the earlier stages, right? The releases only has like one note. This has like three to four notes to release. It's insane. It's actually insane.
Yep.
Mint official on the chat. Let's go. Hello.
Yep, hello there. Though right now, this part is, it looks easy, but it's not. You still have to focus on, you still have to focus really hard, or else you'll not be getting good at. Let's just put it like that.
I agree. The jack on the column 2, that's funny.
I mean, you gotta hit those if you're at the stage. The patterns here will not be getting any easy.
Oh, by the way, do we have an anime map for 4K? Do we have an anime song for this pool? I think none, right?
I don't think
Wait,
so, actually. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
wait. There's additional memory, but that's like Vocaloid or something.
And well, we'll see later. We'll see. We'll just talk about it next time. But the next pick should be something familiar. Wait, I don't know if you could say familiar because a similar pick was in DDS or Dala-Dalawang Sabungan.
Yeah.
But
I guess this is a sequel for last year's Alien Core. This is
yeah,
on the same album as well. But yeah, this is our technical pick. Basically, a bursty, flammy, and grease notes based tech map. It also challenges your finger control. Unlike Long Wake, which is really stamina draining, this also has like lots of downtime. You have basically all the what's that called again? The like yung pahinga.
You mean what about the rest? The rest or what?
No, like the
Break
yeah,
section
the
ba yan?
The break section.
yeah, break section. Yeah, pahinga. Bruh. But yeah.
Let me just say, this is the sequel to Dash Hopes.
This is Dash Hope's genre of music right here.
Dash
Yeah,
Hopes
this is-
5.
Yeah, Dash Hopes 5 now. Where did 3 and 4 go?
Yeah.
But anyways,
It's 3 and 4 and 5.
okay, well, wait a
Oh
minute.
god, the ear
Yep, my
break
ears.
on the
Do we call this? This is what we call. Actually, wait. Do we have a term for music like this? Oh man, it's just getting more obscure as time passes.
yeah. Well, this is on the genre of breakcore, experimental, Eurofunk, and alien core. But
Oh man. Speaking of aliens, the players who will be able to act this are ET. Okay.
yeah, true. Like this part, like the Grace parts, it's so frustrating to play. It's so unreal. Actually, unreal.
Literally unreal, cause like I gotta say, these technical patterns going on for literally 3 minutes and 15 seconds. This is the longest pick among the rises, and that's
Yeah.
going to be really difficult. But wait, let me just verify something. This is the longest normal pick.
Yeah. Just compared to long wait, this technical pick is really long. A fun fact, we honestly have a separate technical pick by Rose, but they did not continue. So we just picked whatever, whatever's really, like the opposite of the wild card. The wild card is really bursty, right? So we want to pick something that's like, I guess non-linear, if you can describe it as that. So yeah.
I mean, yes, the song is not linear as well, and that's exactly where the map is not linear too. And we're at this end. It sounds like, it does sound like there's like a war between aliens and humanity going on. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Those pew 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 pew. They remind me of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
guns.
Yeah, the sample is from, I think it's from Star Wars, if I remember.
Oh wow! All right. Well, there's that.
Yeah. Also, my click, very ET. SS on this would be absolutely phenomenal. I would like to see an SS on a lobby. But moving on. This is our the replay name. Bro, stop.
Yep, Philippines, but the RCAT is the president.
True. When will I be president? I will commit arson. Wait, no.
Well, we will. Moving on from that, we will be talking about this SV map, which I believe is this reading or memorization? I've lost track.
This is reading. Oh wait, I think. Wait, this is wait. I forgot. This is memorization.
Okay, this is memorization. Final. It's fine.
Yeah. Shattered was our hybrid, SV hybrid.
Oh man. Was this ever in the tournament? This sounds very familiar.
Yeah, this is on MP4K.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like the Poland. Wait, I just cracked.
That's
Voice
okay.
crack.
That's okay. That's the Poland mania tournament. Let's just put it
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. This is really fun to play though. But this is also leaning towards LNSV on the ending, which really sucks. But banger song. It's so good.
Well, I agree, but looking at the act right now, it makes me wonder what makes this not difficult. It seems to be that the second half is much more difficult than the first one.
Yeah, the second half does have the majority of the LNs. And yeah, that makes up for the actual total difficulty. The rise is like compared to um, what's that SV again? Mm, demons. Compared to demons, the rise doesn't really do anything unless you didn't practice. But the Ellens on demons are, yeah, basically the whole thing, the whole shebang. Yeah, this one, the how do I call this? This is a pause LN, or like a sudden drop LN.
Oh man, I can now see where the difficulty is coming from.
Yeah. If the players are familiar with Rift EXE, the 40M semifinals LNSV memorization pick, this is something similar to that.
This is the second time I've heard Rift FC used as a reference. The first time I've heard it was in a specific SV map for a tournament qualifier.
Oh, yeah, the VLT qualifier.
Yep, and you know, the one after this, I just want to say a fun fact about this one. This
Ooh.
was supposed to be the 40M, was it 4? Yeah, 40M4 tryout, but it was way too hard.
Yeah.
So they went this up. They went like a rate lower, and now we're using the rate that was supposed to be in the tryouts, which is 1.2.
Mm-hmm. We want this to be 1.3, but considering that we have a separate LN, what's it called? The LN density. We have a separate LN density. Using 1.3 would just make 2 LN density maps. And we put this on LN mix because the release timing on some sections also affects the gameplay. And yeah, this is mainly just streams, if I'll be honest with you. You can play this like a hybrid or something. Or I mean not a hybrid, like a jump stream pick.
Well, I see. Though, so yeah, Courage or Kurage, however you want to pronounce it. This map is it again, since it's a wildcard pick. This one should remind you more of Mind Disorder. Mind Disorder isn't exactly just density; it has some release factors, and this is exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mind Disorder is a bit tricky because of the semi-inverse sections on the chorus. This only has like 1/4, like really short LNs. Nothing really crazy, but here we have a semi-inverse 3-column like Intellizer LN part. Then it goes to the chorus again.
Yep, Intellizer LN really. I think Intellizer really, what do you call this again? Coined that, or rather made it common.
Yeah, the 3-column inverse with Rice on the 4th column. Yeah. Then again, this is a banger song, really fun to play. I guess this would not be banned unless you are really like a Rice player, Rice only player. But then again, you can play this like Rice. So I can see this as a 100% pick rate, like 100% protect as well.
Oh man,
No.
100% protect. That has never happened.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, next one we have. Ooh, this is a custom upload by me. This I got the permission from Lemon. No, not Lemon.
That is
Stupid
Ela.
man.
That is Ela, not Lemon. Okay, that's
Yeah,
Ela. Ela.
It's Tom, right?
Yeah, Thom. Yeah, Thom.
Tom. Yeah. This is our jump stream pick. Why? This is not a stamina pick, because the jump streams on this, or like the patterns on this, is let's say we want the jump streams to be faster compared to the stamina one. And 227, by the way, 1.1, the replayer said 1.1, it was too easy. It was like a round of 16 streams. They tried 1.2. It was too hard. It was too hard. So we had to request Stupid Man's a like a down rate to 1.2. So originally we opted for 1.025, but it was no, it's not 1.025. It was 1.225. But it was again, it's not balanced, so we just put 1.15 or something.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, usually this pick being the jump stream hand stream. When you say it's jump stream hand stream, you mean something that focuses more on the density aspect of this and not necessarily the
Yeah.
stamina aspect.
Mm. The jump stream hand stream section is, well, the stamina should be detrimental on length, right? This
Yeah.
is really short. This is really short and really strainy.
Yeah, so the jump stream hands so the stamina pick is more straining because of the length, while the jump
Mm,
stream and hand stream is more density because of the either speed or the density or both.
yeah, the patterning, the speed, the density, you call it that. But yeah, this is our for our next one. This is a 4DM3 throwback from finals. And now this is on quarterfinals in PHNM. This is our LN density map for. Did I say? I already said quarterfinals for 72 times right now. But yeah, this is our LN density. I guess you can shade this. You can probably describe this as LN releases as well, with a bit of density. Lol. Some parts have like LN releases. There's this part on the chorus where it has like a semi-inverse. Yeah, this part is also a really easy LN release.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, this one focuses more on density, so this is definitely a density pick.
Yep.
So-
Cabo 3 on the chat right now. Huh?
Yep, so right now, this part is. It's alright for now. But wait till the part that I believe I'm expecting to see some players show.
Yeah.
And I'm so ready to see that part.
Yeah.
It should come in soon in some streams, and here we go. This is the chokeable part.
Yep. The the triple jump. Then there's this thrill on the after this one. Da-na-na-na.
Yep, and here we go at the end. This is the real density test.
There's the thrill. Thrill. Here. Oh god. Yeah. Yep. That finishes I think that wait. Yeah, that finishes all of the normal pick. So now before we introduce the tiebreaker, let's just say I want to say thank you for for collabing with me, my Zeterion, Index, and Felix Spade
But-
for this collab, because this is one of our most successful collabs ever.
I gotta say, before we show the map, I gotta say, this tiebreaker is a huge step up. Like a really big step up. If you thought the
It
last
is.
tiebreaker was hard,
It is.
I tried this map. And the score that I got should already tell you how difficult it is.
Yeah. Then again, we want this to be an exponential jump. So now we are going to show our tiebreaker for quarterfinals. It's not as like extraordinary like 7K. This does not have storyboard, but this is the jam. This is actually, to whoever plays tiebreaker will like it's just so insane.
Yep, I swear. Like when I played this tiebreaker, I mean, of course, this was a no warm-up score as it was like a sudden replay. But what made this tiebreaker difficult to me was the integration of release elements and technical aspects in here. So you'll see what we mean.
God. I really like the outcome of this tiebreaker. It's just so good. I mean, it's good for me, but I guess some players have more high standards. But then again, compared to round of 16, this is double the jump. Look! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, this is a really difficult chart.
What is happening?
In comparison to the previous tiebreaker, this one is certainly a much more challenging one.
Oh, the scroll speed is too fast. Mr. Streamer. Mr.
Sorry.
Streamer.
I'm sorry, everyone. I cannot read anything lower than 34.
Oh, bro. Mr. Streamer is dead.
Yep. But right now, again, like this tiebreaker really just shows. It just shows a big step up. It's not as big as a step up as of what the 7K display, but it's definitely up there. I would say that this tiebreaker is up there along with like Discontrolled Galaxy from Soft. That was the round of 16 tiebreaker and a very difficult one at that.
Yep. I can compare this with Asizai.
Okay, I know what they're talking about. That is a really intense tiebreaker too.
Yeah. It's just like, you know, this was like a month preparation to. We started this back in April, and I'm really satisfied with the outcome. Honestly, like you can like the totality of map, you can not distinct or like divide who's mapping like which section, because I think we have like similar mapping philosophy, if you can describe it as that. And yeah, I'm saying this without bias at all.
Man,
I'm not narcissistic or something. I'm just
don't
really
worry, we
proud of this
understand.
project.
We understand. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But anyways, continuing on. Yeah, that part was really tough. I exited with only 99.50. Like, but again, these technical and LN patterns, they will not be fun if you sight read this. And especially if you play this without any energy left in the tank. So you really gotta save that up.
I must say, like, the difficulty of this varies depending on the player, because you have LN density on the first half and the second half, which is going to be happening in any minute right now. It has jacks.
Oh yeah, the jacks really threw me off. So you have to be really careful with that part.
Yeah, and considering that this tiebreaker starts at 150 BPM, so you're actually doing a lot of stamina draining on the jacks itself. Oh,
Yep, that
you
is
missed
true.
there.
Yep, 2 misses on the jacks. See, you really have to be careful with that patterns like that.
Then comes after this is the burst section.
Yeah, this burst section is no joke. After all that map that you had to play, this one is no easier than it is.
Like, oh my god.
And by the end of the map, you will have some
hybrid.
LN. Yep, LN hybrid. And this is going to be it. but this is still a difficult part, as they say that I missed. The last part is just very chill rice, with some elements thrown into the mix. So again, the difficulties really still showing. And here we go. That's it for this tiebreaker. Definitely a really difficult one.
Yeah. And let's I think we should show the 4K brackets right now. 4K brackets.
Okay, bracket.
Okay, for the 4K brackets on losers first,
Oh
we should
man. Okay, then let's go to the losers first.
losers first.
So we'll be having Lordy versus Cub, which of course that's a 4DM battle.
Yep.
And then I believe this is gonna be one of our more interesting matches. We will be having Tenshi Gamer 69 versus
Mhm.
Axe Fairy. That match is going to be difficult for either player. I don't see a clear advantage on either side. But following that will be Melancholy versus Silicosis.
Mhm.
Of course, I do think that the Ellens could favor Melancholy more, but Silicosis is no joke in that regard.
Yep.
And as for the final one, we'll be having Better Robot versus Player. That is an Ellen versus Rice battle.
Mhm.
And then
For the
on the
winners
oh
bracket.
man, Volpsy
Oh
versus
my god.
Unitory. That match is going to be insane. Both players are really good at Rice, and
Yes.
I will not be surprised to see if this goes to tiebreaker. And speaking of which, the next match, Arcon Olivares versus Puddles. This one, I am
Yes.
so interested how this one goes. Arquin and Puddles are like they're good. They're both of them are good at like everything.
Well, ano, I can see them really good both in consistency, but I guess this is a battle for accuracy at this point.
I
Both
think
have
go ahead, go
both
ahead.
have like really good acts, and I see I know Puddle's play style, that he really is good at accuracy, but against Arquin, a well-renowned accuracy player.
Well, it's gonna be tough for either player, but I think this will be very close. And following that is gonna be a group stage rematch.
True.
And I believe it's also a tiebreaker potential rematch once more, which is gonna be
Mhm.
Mystery L versus Nathan and Mania. Again, I believe this could be an Ellen versus Rice battle. But in terms of the consistency, that is what's going to determine it. And to follow that, I think this match is
Yes.
like this is the biggest one in my opinion. Apple and Forken. Like both of these players, these two are some of the more recent names similar to Puddles. Both of them were like they were good, but this tournament they proved to be even better than what they've shown.
Mhm.
So that's really what's going to determine. I believe at least this match is gonna determine a lot of possible outcomes, especially with the names that's gonna be
Yeah.
battling. So I guess that's it. Do you have more things to say about the bracket, Arcat?
I just I just really hope that the players really do their best. At this point, this is the start of our elimination round, and for the losers bracket, current losers bracket, if you don't do your best, you are dead. You are out of the game. And for
Yep.
the winners bracket, please do your best to remain on the top. And I do hope the players enjoy the map pools for 4K and 7K respectively. And
I agree.
I guess
Okay.
that's for me.
Okay, I have some further announcements. Map pools and match schedules for the quarterfinals have already been placed on the tournament master sheet. You may check that on Twitch using the sheet command !sheet. A a copy paste, and all of that stuff will also be announced in the Discord server in a few moments after the stream ends.
Okay. And for 70 players remaining, I just want to say, please no more win by default. I'm begging you guys.
Please.
I want to see more
Same goes
7K
for 4K.
actions.
Same goes for 4K.
Yeah,
Obviously.
same goes for 4K as well. But yeah.
Yeah, no more with my defaults, please.
So I think that's it for us. I think Emily, it's your turn to wrap this baby up.
So alright, well, gotta say, these Mappools have been really well made, and I do hope that the bracket matches for this round would be very interesting. And I guess that's it for the Mappool Showcase and the bracket reveal for both 4K and 7K. I'm Siluas Kaels. Joining me is Paul Kappa, Surfsha85, and Arcat. And that's it. We are now signing off.
Peace out.